Every second, someone is seeking a break. A sanctuary just for you. A retreat where you reclaim time. All moms deserve a break. Hey moms, my name's Shakita Winder. I'm your new travel agent. I'm here to get you there.
You have an idea, a brilliant concept for a movie that has been brewing in your mind. You can see it on the big screen, captivating audiences, leaving a lasting impact. But what now? How do you turn that idea of yours into a reality, bringing it into a full-fledged film?
Crazy looking chick on the screen.
Get you on that. I got so many women problems. My X chromosomes, they ain't never show up. That's where we come in. We're a team of experienced producers who specialize in turning your ideas into reality. We take your vision and guide you every step of the way, from concept to the screen. And the best part, it won't cost you a dime to learn how we can turn your idea into a motion picture. Schedule your consultation today with our team of expert producers. We'll listen to your ideas, provide guidance on the entire movie-making process, and discuss how we can bring your vision to life. So don't let your movie get stuck living in your head. Take action now and schedule your free consultation with our team. My name is Emmanuel Simms, and I'm here to help you bring your movie to life into the big screen. That's right. Give us a call today if you're interested in turning your movie into a motion picture. No more thinking, no more ideas, no more just wondering, how can I do this? We got you guys, step-by-step process to get your idea out of your head and into reality. So without further ado, as I mentioned, we have an amazing guest, Septimius the Great. And I have such an amazing experience with this guy because I'm sure we've met a bunch of times while in the DMV music world. But it was this one time that really stuck out to me. We was at an award ceremony, and he won this award that we both were like head and head with, and I was just like, for the first time in my career, I remember feeling proud of somebody outside of myself, and it was tough because I was like, why am I not mad? And I was like, that is when I knew that this guy right here had something so special, and I was so happy for him, and I knew that his success would go on to do billions of things, and I was right. And I wanted to prove myself right with this podcast and bring on such an amazing guest. Without further ado, Septimius the Great. What's up, brother? How are you feeling today?
What's going on?
Man,
I'm
I
doing
am
great.
extremely proud of you. Extremely proud of you.
No, I'm proud of you, man. Proud of you. I forgot all about that. The MAM Awards for with Bruce Odom. Yeah.
Yes, man. Shout out to Bruce because I'm working on a documentary that he started. I won't say too much about it, but it's like Bruce has been very impactful in my career. A lot of people don't know that the first movie I'd ever did was No Remorse, and that was my acting debut. I got big head. I said, I'm a movie star. I was in the theaters. You know what I'm saying? I was on the screen. So shout out to Bruce because Bruce has been connecting people like us for years. Bruce Odom guys in the DMV. I just want to say thanks to Bruce real quick because it's been amazing. It looks beautiful. Where are you right now? You're on the West Coast, right?
Yeah, I now live in. I'm from, of course, from Baltimore, but now living in LA. Yeah,
So how's it out there in LA? Are you enjoying that beautiful weather? Is it nice?
man, man, it's just it's crazy out here. I mean, LA, I love it. It's a lot of work though. Sometimes you say, be careful what you ask for. It's a lot of work, but the opportunity is off the chain. But every day is an event. Every day is a red carpet. Every day is an opportunity, and you got to keep up.
And you earned it, man, because like you said, you came from Baltimore and you started. Now I don't want to get your story mixed up. I'll let you tell your story, but you started off as a background singer, and tell
Yeah,
me about that.
yeah. Well, actually, my very first thing in the actual industry was actually a model. It's
Okay.
from high school. And they were like, you should model. I was like, oh, hell no, I can't model. I'm not getting in front of people. But that kind of like opened it up, and I came out my shell from that. And from that, I went from the modeling. I did this lip sync thing. I thought I was part of the Temptations. I thought I was, I'm part of Motown. And then I went into the whole music artistry thing. And then the acting. It's like a full circle moment because it all ties in together. It's always like what I was made of, just didn't know it, but I don't say no until I try it. So here I is.
See, and that's powerful stuff. You said it's like you never said no, and you just kept trying different things, and you realize how they all come into one. It's like you've always been called to do it, right? But when you're young, we're born into this world without a frame of reference. You know that you're a star. You're a child prodigy from music, songwriting to dance to all of it. Like you've had it there, but you realize that being an actor allows you to put all of those things into play. Reminding me of like Zach from the Power Rangers, or
Yeah.
how the Will Smith would bust out rapping. You rap a little bit too. You have amazing flow. I love your fashion song. Every time I listen to it, it's like, yeah, this is catchy. I can't. I'm not gonna. I've never been a hater in my career. Right? Your music is catchy. Like I got a piece of it right here. Do you mind if I play a second?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Yeah, because this song has been stuck in my head ever since. Let me get it going. Hold on real quick.
Chanel, Fendi, Versace, Sean John, Burberry, Valentino, and the list goes on. I am fashion. I am fashion. I am fashion. I am fashion. Dolce, Gabbana, Dior, Derion, Armani, Mugler, and the list goes on. I am fashion.
It trips me out every time I see myself, man. I just crack up every time.
Yo, it's like the energy, the flow, the voice, the vibration, like the dancing, the movement. It's like amazing. It's like the energy is just like boom. And you just got the confidence. One thing I've always admired since we met is that confidence. It just pours out of you. And I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people they try, but you are naturally it. And I've watched you progress. I've seen you come from the different stages of your career, and man, congratulations. A lot of people don't give people their roses till they done died or got sick. No, nigga, yo, I am proud of you. You understand what I'm saying? Absolutely.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes. Yeah, because I don't. A lot of people do it for the fame and fortune. That's not what I do it for. I do it because I enjoy it. I do it because I get a chance to be creative and do something different. Because all of that other stuff comes automatically if you're enjoying yourself.
I was just about to say that one thing. It comes automatically when you're enjoying yourself. Like I was just telling my son that it's like, look, you don't gotta be fancy. Do the good work, and it looks good to someone who ain't doing the work. It looks like you doing something special because you doing it and they don't know how to do it. But you
Right.
understand what I'm saying? So, and you said it, as long you do the work and all the accolades are gonna come. Speaking of, you've been nominated for
Right.
Grammys in 2022. You just recently tell me received the Grammy. Tell me about. I'm just tell me all the details. I don't want to mess up enough. You know the media be saying. So teach me.
Man, it's crazy though because I never even knew you could be a part of the Grammys until I was at some networking event, and they were like,
Mm-hmm.
"Are you a part of the Grammys?" I was like, "No, how you do that?" They said, "Just go to the website and apply a membership." And I was like, "Really?" So you go to the website, you put in your credentials, they'll determine and review to see if you can be an associate member or a voting member. And because of the things I've done, they put me as a voting member right away so I can vote on people like Drake and Beyonce and Jay-Z and all. I was like, wow, me? I said, okay, well, let's do it. So, I was submitting my music to the Grammys every year. I think I was on the ballot maybe like 9 times before
Wow.
actually becoming a nominee. So because once once you're on a ballot, it's like 200 people on the ballot. But if you get like top 10, top 8, become official nominee. So I could never get the nominee status, which was cool. I was glad to be on the ballot.
Right. Exactly.
Because
Okay.
that's one step. Right. So I actually collaborated with dance music. Dance music is what they call my genre, even though to me it's like house music, but reinvented dance music. Okay, I'll take
Okay.
that.
Okay. Okay. No, that's good
Yeah.
to know. I lived that in my memory bank. House music.
Exactly. So last year, I collaborated with a legendary group called 10 City. They submitted an album. They got nominated, and I was part of the vocals on the album. I was like, oh, cool, a collaboration nominee. I'm good. I'm good with that. Then this year, the funny thing is, I recorded some vocals for a reggae song about maybe 7 years ago.
Uh huh.
So this group from Jamaica called Kabaka Pyramid actually submitted an album for best reggae album this past year. And one of the songs that was on it was the producer used my vocals for it for one of the songs, which turned around and won a Grammy for best reggae album. And I'm like, what? Okay, so now I went from the ballot to a collaboration nominee for dance music, now for collaboration win with a reggae. I said, I'm doing it. And the thing about it is, I didn't even go because I didn't even think, I didn't even know.
Right.
But man,
Wow.
it has been a pleasure. But like the thing about it, like you said, it's not all about me. It's about just giving back and feeling good and having a network and actually having a personality to put my ego aside or not have an ego at all and just network and collaborate.
So you have an idea, a brilliant concept for a movie that has been brewing in your mind. You can see it on the big screen, captivating audiences, leaving a lasting impact. But what now? How do you turn that idea of yours into a reality, bringing it into a full-fledged film?
That crazy looking chick on the screen.
Hear you on that. I got so many women problems. My X chromosomes, they ain't never show up. That's where we come in. We're a team of experienced producers who specialize in turning your ideas into reality. We take your vision and guide you every step of the way, from concept to the screen. And the best part, it won't cost you a dime to learn how we can turn your idea into a motion picture. Schedule your consultation today with our team of expert producers. We'll listen to your ideas, provide guidance on the entire movie-making process, and discuss how we can bring your vision to life. So don't let your movie get stuck living in your head. Take action now and schedule your free consultation with our team. My name is Emmanuel Simms, and I'm here to help you bring your movie to life into the big screen.
That was the secret for me, and this is working.
I could tell, and I'm gonna tell you because you never know what you're gonna get when you do interviews. So I could tell that we could have that safe conversation when you started to be open because there's enough to go around, and a lot of the new generation we're missing out on hearing good music because we're not educating these new artists on how to get their exposure, how to get on the ballot for a Grammy, how to even work your way up to. We already know that it's coming. It's not even a question. We already know that it's coming. So it's like, all right, well, just hurry up. We waiting. We're going to be here to support you. Let us know when we got to show up for the party. But we know it's coming. So, but a lot of people don't even know how to get into that mix. And a dear friend of mine that we both know in common, Tony Namaste Nam Jones. Shouts out to my brother. He was one of the first people that showed me that when you do the paperwork, you understand what I'm saying? That is the key. Let me say this, and I'm gonna say it. It's a music business. You have to know the music business. The music business is licensing. The music business is syncing. The music business is, can your song make people feel a certain way to shop?
Yeah.
Okay? So the value is bigger than I can make a good song. You need to have your copyright. You need to have your registrations, I'm not giving out too much game, but you need to have all of your paperwork intact, your sound exchange, your distribution, your everything needs to be registered and ready because if you cannot, they can't put David's in the store if David's don't have a barcode.
Right.
I digress because that's not what this show about today. And you got me about to preach because I care about the youth. I really do
But it
care
should
about
be.
the youth.
Yeah, it
You know
should be,
what I'm saying?
man.
And but so you got the nominations, you gotten the award, you've worked with acts like Fantasia and Chrisette Michelle. What was that like?
Man, the thing about it is when I started off in Baltimore, right?
Mm-hmm.
My music was already a little bit left field from like the classic radio stations like 92Q, B103, all of them in Baltimore. I didn't really fit the format. So my dream was to say, okay, I want to be a music artist first. I don't know anything about it, but I'm going to learn. And like you said, business is the most important because anybody can go in the studio and release some music. Anybody can go out and say they're a music artist. But the business part is 80% of what you're going to be. So I had to learn that really quickly about not trying to be a music artist and be famous in my neighborhood or my city.
Yeah.
I wanted to be something long standing. So like you said, trademarks, registration, being a cost of the book, the BMI, your royalties, all that kind of stuff, and contract. I didn't learn all of that kind of stuff because if I didn't, it'll be a one-hit wonder, be gone, or two, somebody take it and run with it, and I didn't really know anything about it. So I started off in Baltimore, and I didn't have an outlet, so I was doing hip hop showcases. I would just pop up and with doing my thing. Didn't really fit the genre, but it fit me performing on stage, and that's how I got invited to like Lil Kim's concert, Fantasia concert. These big these I was like, that guy's different because I came with not just trying to be the best lyricist. I wasn't trying to be the best rapper or best music production. None of that. I wanted to put it together and put a package together and present it, but I wanted to be different, and that's what had to that's what kind of catapulted me to work with people like Lil Kim and Fantasia and all the rest of them, because they were looking for something different and also something that doesn't compete with what they do, but they wanted to collaborate. So that was a secret for me, because I could have quickly came out and tried to be Chris Brown, Trey Songz, Drake, or whatever, or Jay Z, or try to be a rapper. It just wasn't me, and I can cookie cut it and copy it, but I'm not going to get accepted. I'm going to be looking more like a rival because I'm trying to copy what they do. So working with people like that and being backstage with them, and found out they were regular, normal people that had the regular, normal, woes of the industry and the ups and the downs and the bad and the good, you know, helped me learn, like, okay, well, they just people. Get rid of the ego. Get rid of trying to be famous. Just be you.
Be you.
Yeah.
Lead with the authenticity, because when you try to be something that you're not, you're going to either get manipulated, okay, or you're going to hate yourself for being fake all the time, but you
Yeah.
don't realize that till later on. So it's
Yeah.
like that wear and tear is going to get you one way or another. And I'm glad that you're sharing this with these people, because these new artists, they need to know. It is so important to be yourself, and I learned that my own journey. They just people. I say, oh shit, these niggas just as scared as me.
Right.
Oh shit.
Exactly.
Oh, in fact, they more scared than me.
You know
But
what?
you
And the
said
funny thing
something.
about it is, I know
Go ahead.
one time I was working with Little Kim, and I'm so in awe about, oh my gosh, Little Kim, whatever, whatever. She got backstage, her dressing room wasn't right, the music was horrible, the promoter was horrible. I was like, I go through the same things. And she was
Yeah,
like, her whole spirit was down. Like, she was not Little Kim. She wasn't the Little Kim we knew, the bad bitch, blah 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 blah. She was just like hurt. She was upset. She was almost in tears. But when that lights and the cameras hit that stage, you turn it
hmm,
on because you
yeah,
become that image. But
yeah.
outside of that, she a real regular human doing the regular things that we do and go through like anybody else with $1 million or $1. It's all
Yeah.
the same. It's
I'm,
all
I'm
the same.
I'm glad
Yep.
you shared that, because it's funny, because I'm overtime, right? So overtime used to feel like I had to always be on. This is what they did not show us. That you just said it. This is what they did not show us. I felt like I had to always be on. I gotta live up to overtime. But I think it was Wendy Williams documentary where she was in rehab, but then she would come to work. And then she would go back to rehab 6 days a week, but then come to work. I was like, oh, it's not. You could turn this shit off
You're right,
and,
right.
and cut it on when you need to. Oh my, listen, Septimius,
Yeah.
bro, the game is over. If I could just imagine dormant overtime, and I'm regular, I'm just being myself, you know. But then it's time to turn it on. I ain't been on all week, so
Right.
I ain't, you know what I'm saying. I've been chilling, and then when I turn it on, that's my secret to success.
Right.
I
Exactly.
turn it off and I
Right.
turn it back on. I had an interview before this one, and I was so happy you asked for that. The time I was like, "Yo, shoot, I need to look. I just turned it off. I need to turn. I need some time before I turn it back on." So I was like, "Take your time, nigga. Take your time because
Man. And I never learned that much like that until I came to LA. It's like
Mhm.
when I first got here, I was at every party, every networking thing. I was everywhere. But then I had to learn, like, my friends were like, come on, such and such having a release party, or Tony Braxton this, or blah, 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 blah. And, her is having this. I was like, man, I just don't feel like turning it on right now. They was like, what? But you Septimius, you got a Grammy, whatever. I was like, yeah, but I just don't, that ain't me right now. I don't feel like doing that. And you had to learn how to turn it on and off. Yep. I had to learn. Yep.
So let me ask you this, right? Because I want to get into some of your art. I have a trailer from you, and it's always inspired me because I was big on Greek mythology, right? So I want you to tell the audience who are not familiar with. I want you to tell them all that stuff, but I want to ask you about your creative process and how you come up with such unique music. Before we get into the theater and the theater, because I kind of have a little little smooth. I did my research. Okay, I ain't just hit you up. I ain't just hit you up and be like, oh, come on, look. I look. So I want to transition. That's how you went from music to theater. I want to start with the music. Then I want to ask you about that process because you do have a unique sound. You said it. You didn't have a competitive sound when it came to all these other different genres. You had something special. Tell us about that process.
Yeah, the process for me when I first started, I wanted to be a music artist, but I only wanted to be one song, and I was already in the fashion world, so I wanted to create a song about fashion. I didn't know how to write. I didn't know how to create beats. I mean, all I knew was I had a feeling in me of what the song was going to be about and how to do it. So my process is I got to hear the beat, and hear a beat, it starts to speak to me what it's about. So I like some people like have like a song written and they just trying to find a beat for it. Mine is a little opposite where if I hear a beat like the I Am Fashion song, I was like, okay, that's a fashion song. I can write to that, and that's my process. Like originally, when I started that Septimius thing, I really wanted to do an EP or album about the real Septimius, which is a Roman emperor from Africa, and I wanted to do tidbits about him throughout every song that I do. But the I Am Fashion song, when I heard the beat, I was like, yeah, this is all about fashion right here. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I did a breakdown in the middle of the I Am Fashion song saying about, I'm one of the 5 emperors, it's my house, blah, 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 blah. And that's why I put it in there for that part of it. But the process about me, it all starts with a beat. It has to feel good and it has to talk to me. And the hook to me is the most important. The hook is what drives me. It's the beat for me, the hook, and then I'll put some verses in there.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. That's so dope. I can relate when you say about the beat talking to you. As an artist, I got that experience. So, I think this has been really amazing and a great way to segue into a commercial break. But that is fire. I appreciate you sharing your process with us and teaching us a little bit about you. I know that when I first discovered you in a way, I don't want to say I ain't the discoverer, but when I first discovered you, when you first, came into my peripheral, I love that you were doing the Greek mythology and the Greek, history and the Roman, different things like that, because that's what I was doing. Well, you were doing Roman, I was doing Greek. No, my bad.
Hey!
I'm not going to be ignorant. I know better. I know better, but I'm not talking like I know better. So, which is so cool because eudaimonia is a Greek word. You know what I'm saying?
I see
And then
it,
I did the whole album on so it's crazy. Whatever. I love it. That's I just put it together, but we good, guys. Without further ado, let's get into a quick commercial break, guys. Yo, you doing?
Oh, cool.
Thank you for choosing Princess. What can I get for you?
Now, I know you know that Princess is a drive-through service.
Hello?
Pickup service.
Oh my God.
Thank you. And dine-in service. But did you know that they host events? Now that's a jackpot. Reneging is not allowed.
Gang, chicken and waffles on y'all.
You can even come through for a good word, too.
Am I helping somebody today?
Glory. So pull up to Princess, where the experience is always royal.
You spend any time in Georgia?
Did?
You say you did?
You said what?
Have you ever spent any time in Georgia?
Atlanta? Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Princess is in Sparta, Georgia. Um, one of our first commercial sponsors. They're like a wing and pizza spot, and
Oh
he's
nice.
smart. That's what I would have did too. I thought when I saw the commercial, I always admire it because he turned it into an event space. I'm like, look, you got to be able to do something when the times is down. That's genius. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
So you were saying that Septimius was one of the 5 Roman emperors. Tell me a little bit about that, and then we're going to get into the trailer.
Man, it's so funny because now that we're talking, I'm thinking about like the first time I was at the awards and I heard your name. They was like, yeah, Emmanuel Simms. I was like, what? Simms? I said, what? Who is that guy? Right? And now to come to find out that, then that was years ago. Then I moved out here to LA, ran into Nam, and I'm like, oh, over time I was like, yeah. I said, I think he's my cousin. I'm show you. We trying to figure it out. I said, we got the same last name. And it was like, oh, what? Then now to find out that you into the Greek side, I'm into the Roman side. It's like all this is kind of like destiny now. It's destiny.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the whole Roman emperor thing is like growing up, I always had like Greek and Roman mythology always around me. Like even in my house now, I got like statues and a bust of the Greek and this god, that god, blah, blah, blah. And I was always like, well, who is Zeus versus Apollo? And, I said, oh, that's the different cultures. Okay, gotcha. I got it. So when I was looking for a powerful name, I was Googling like Black Kings, Black Emperor, and this god popped up. It was Septimius Severus. And I was just like, Septimius Severus was a Black Roman emperor from Africa? And I was like, what? I said, you know what? That has a meaning to it. And I want to do that. I'm going to trademark it as Septimius the Great, Emperor of Music. And that's how I got the name from it, because I wanted something to mean something. And when you Google it, ain't going to be too many. It's only going to be me and him. That's it. That's the only ones out there. So, yeah, that's where the name came from. Definitely.
Hey guys, I hope this message finds you well and in good spirits. It's been some time since our last connection, and I wanted to pause for a moment to reach out and offer some words of encouragement. You see, life has a way of surprising us, presenting challenges that shape our journey. Yet, always keep in mind that these challenges are the building block of our strength, wisdom, and resilience. So, if you're currently facing a demanding period, please remember that you're not walking this path alone. No matter the nature of your current struggle, it's crucial to recognize the inherent strength that is within you, which can conquer any obstacle. Should you require a listening ear or seek some direction, don't hesitate to reach out. We're a community bound by support, here for each other's well-being. Maintain your inner fortitude, stay attuned to your goals, and steadily advance towards them. Your capabilities are abundant. I'm wishing you an influx of positivity. It's your boy Emmanuel Simms. And if no one told you they love you today, know that God loves you and so do I. Don't give up on your goals. You got this. Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. Drippity, drippity.
I don't need any music.
I don't need you either! Shut up! Let me out. Let me out!
battle with the Saxons. I had no intention of becoming them. I served Rome because a greater man than I told me that Rome is an idea. And I did not understand it first. I did not want to understand. But now I know what he meant. And since his death, Rome has become broken. Well, I will not stand idly by while Rome remains in pieces. Because the idea of Rome must survive. Not just for the Romans, but for the Africans, for the Britons, for the Saxons, and Moors. Rome should not be known as the great Leviathan devouring everything in its path. Rome should be known as the strong, fair, open, and wise pinnacle of civilization. To be otherwise is to be unworthy of the power we have. So yes, I shall sit on the throne and have immense power. And I will use that power the way it should be used, the way it must be used. I shall pick up the pieces of Rome and put back this great republic and show the world what Rome truly stands for.
Wow.
Man, talk to me, man. What was that like?
Man, it was. I got that gig because this guy in London named Steve Exeter wrote a book called Severus the Black Caesar, and he contacted me one day because he saw my name, Septimius the Great. He said, "Hey, dude, I got this book I wrote on Amazon called Severus the Black Caesar. Have you ever did any acting?" And I was like, I had to think about it. I was like, wait a minute. I have been acting as Septimius the Great from the beginning of this brand. So yes, I am an actor. Oh yeah, there you go. And on Amazon. Yes, go to Amazon, y'all. It's a great book. It's about the real Septimius Severus and his family, his upbringing, his whole first black dynasty of the Roman Empire. It's a lot of historical facts on it, controversy about is he black, is he not black, and then that's me on the cover. Yeah. So it was phenomenal. I didn't think I could do it. But I knew I was not going to say no, and I knew I was going to learn as I did it, and I was going to put 100% towards it and put my fear aside, because if I put my fear into it, I would have, because my first thing was I can't do it. I'm not an actor. I don't know. So I don't have any fear. And if I do wrong, okay, next time I'll do better. But I'm going to try.
That's something good, man. That's good. Man, I hope you youngins is watching this take that in. That was some good life lessons you just gave right there. Because, like, you just got to try. And, like, look at you now. Look at you now. Look at all of the building blocks. Look at all the times you put yourself out there. All the times you said yes. All the times you took advantage of the opportunities. And I'm just, just look at your success. Look at the reward. Yes, sometimes it's harder than most. Yes, sometimes it's not. But that's just the waves of life.
Yeah,
exactly. And man, again, we are 100% proud of you, because we know, that it takes a lot. And us, we need to have more platforms where we honor those who paved the way and who are making the difference for the younger generation.
Exactly. Man, I tell everybody, don't have any fear. Don't feed into peer pressure. If everybody says it's weird, it don't work or whatever, you might be on to something. So go ahead and do it anyway.
Because they said the same thing about Prince and Will I Am. And both of those, they influenced you a little bit.
Man,
and look where they are.
My idols. That's my idols, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, like, let me ask you this. Like, tell us, what do you hope that the future will come from your music and from others? How do you plan on inspiring others in the future?
Say it again.
I
Tell you what
said,
now?
tell me a little bit about what your hopes are for the future as far as music.
Man, Septimius, I want to build it into a brand. Of course,
Okay.
music, the fashion, the acting, but also educating. I want to come up with a fashion line, which we're working on now, called Severus. That's going to be a fashion line of urban, along with fashion haute couture, because of of course, the way Septimius dresses. But I want to do the music thing, of course, but I want to do the acting because I want to tell the story of the brand and what it stands for and what the history is behind it. But on top of that, what I'm getting ready to tap into is the educational component. I don't
Okay.
always have to be in front of the camera. I'm about to be behind the camera because I want to start an entertainment company called the Septimius Entertainment Group, because I want to push up and coming people to understand how this is not just lights, camera, action. It's
Yeah.
hard work, and it's only the strong is going to survive. And the ones who have that spark, who have that know how, or that no ego and no fear, I want to help them do what I did. And my ultimate goal is to get an EGOT. If I get an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony, it's a wrap. I'm done.
Well, I'm touching and agreeing with you right now. In the community, I ask y'all to reach y'all spiritual and digital hands that our brother get hit all the desires of his heart. Because I see it, I agree, I accept with yes and amen. He said, "When two or three are gathered in my name, I'll be in the midst." So yes, I see your EGOT, bruh. You deserve it. You deserve it, and I want to get with you on the educational piece because that's what
Yes.
my whole spiel is when I got into school. If it wasn't for school for me, I didn't realize how much I was missing out. And because I had to go to school, like I'm sure life would have taught me, but like I know the difference between life lessons and paying for somebody's degree because it's a
Exactly.
different ball
Yep.
game. Because like I know if I wouldn't have went to school, I would have missed out a lot of stuff that I want to give back. And like you said, you want to give it back. I want to give it back. So I would love to know more about that. Last question: what advice would you give young musicians who are starting out?
I always say the biggest one is, we kind of talked about it, but the biggest one I've run across a lot of times with new musicians, just don't have an ego. Do not think it's going to come to you. I don't care if you have the best, you spitting the best lyrics. I don't care if you spitting the best music. I don't care that you're one in a million. Everybody's doing it. That's why to put your ego aside and you go after what you want. And when I say go after, I mean try it. Try something different. Don't copy anybody you seen or that you admire or that you think is the hottest thing for that moment. Just don't just try it because you never know what you create. Everybody's passion is always untapped, and if you don't listen to your inside voice or your higher power voice that's giving you the signals, that's telling you, what your next step is or showing you the way, if you don't tap into that, you will miss out maybe 5 years, 10 years, or maybe a lifetime. You might miss it completely, but
Yep.
you have to tap in because everybody's higher power is talking to them, it's guiding
Mhm.
them. Your life is already written. Now, whether you follow that path or no, don't follow the path, it's already written. You
Yep.
just got to pay attention. So put that ego aside, put that fear aside, and be you. That's the biggest thing. Yep.
Wow. 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 Oh my God, man.
Yeah.
I can't, I can't thank you enough because I know that the community, including myself, was going to appreciate this. I think there's not a lot of people, artists, who are breaking the fourth wall and inviting the future generation into success and understanding that success starts with self-cess. And I just coined that. Let me write that down. I'm trying to
I like that. I like that.
But yeah, man, it's been an honor. Tell us where we can find you. Drop all your handles. Give it to us in
Sure,
three.
sure. You guys can find me anywhere you see overtime. I ran into him at the BET Awards. Hey, who go figure. Right? No, but everybody, you can find me as under Septimius the Great. It sounds a little cocky, but I always say, if you don't know where to find me at, if you Google Septimius the Great, you will find me. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube. Everything is under Septimius the Great. There's only one, and I'm the second. It's only one great, and there's a Severus. So if you Google me, please do find out about me. Not just about the music, not just about the fashion, not just about just the acting. Just Google a black man doing something that he was not destined, didn't think he was destined to do, coming from lower income family in Baltimore, Maryland, just taking the blinders off, getting rid of the fear, taking off the mask, and just being myself. You can do that too. So Google Septimius the Great. You're the next great. Let's do it.
Man, y'all heard it. If y'all felt it, I felt it. If y'all, man, Entrepreneur Spotlight, Septimius the Great. Guys, it has been such an honor. I have so much gratitude in my heart. Thank you so much for coming and blessing our community. I know you got some projects that you're working on. Did you want to drop? Did you tell us all about your latest projects? Do we know everything about everything?
Oh,
what else should
yeah.
we know? Talk to me.
I'm glad you said that because I got so much going on. I feel like a chef. I got all these pots on the stove, and I'm cooking dinner, but I keep forgetting which each other's pot. But yeah, right now I was about to release my album called Septimius 2.0. But I think that instead of rushing to do an album, right now it's about singles. So I do have a new single coming out, which is the Afrobeat single, which just got submitted to the Grammys. Hopefully it'll make the ballot, and therefore called Anything You Want, which is an African-American collaboration between Liberia and America.
Oh, wow.
That's coming out. Look it up, Anything You Want. It comes out on September 15th. It's fire. I've never done Afro beats, but it's fire. And of course, it's got the house music, the foundation to it, of course. But
okay.
So that's coming out. I got a couple of more songs. One with Jordan Sparks called Moments. That's coming out. I got another one. I did a remake of Vanity Six's song called Nasty. That's coming out. And I got 4 films coming out. One is out now called 30. That's on a streaming channel called VIM Media. And then I got another one coming out called Double Decoy. That comes out in Netflix and Amazon on December 1st, which is my first Nollywood film between Nigeria and America. And then I got, of course, Septimius Severus, which is the Black Caesar project. We're waiting for the green light from HBO, now Discovery. But we're waiting on that. And yep, guys, that's just a few. And then I'm doing fashion weeks everywhere. I'm hosting now, performing. Wow. It's just, I just got so much on the pot, on the stove right now, cooking. I just want you guys to follow me, and whatever your desire is, I got something coming out, so stay tuned.
That's right. Stay tuned, and congratulations on all of your success. I want to give you the floor one more time, and I want you to go ahead and introduce the trailer for The Mission.
All right, yo. Yes. Okay. No. All right. I'm really excited about this. Okay. So The Mission, I wrote the song. It was produced by a gentleman named Wayne in DMV area. And it was my first time stepping back from trying to be a music artist, a music video. I wanted to be a soundtrack to a music video. So The Mission Impossible movie came out, and I was looking for something right along as of James Bond, and I want to be the Black James Bond, which they have the new buzz coming out with the Black James Bond. So The Mission 2.0 is a soundtrack to a music video, which is really a short film. It's all about the mission and going after what you want. Mission 2.0.
No intermission. This is the mission. No competition. No intermission. This is the mission. No competition. Can't stop the fire. Burn it down. your mind, lose control, go with your body. Lose your mind, lose control, go with your body. We've taken over, not peace. This day's over, we've just begun.
Yo, shouts out to Dexter Brains, man. We used his
Yes.
rental car service not too long ago to go on a book signing, and he has a rental car service. So shout out to him and to them. So yeah, man, this has been a
Yeah,
pleasure.
Dexter is a genius, man. I mean,
Absolutely. My bad. Is it a little delayed?
thank you.
We got delay.
Yes, there you go.
My bad. All right, yeah, my bad, man. Just want to say thank you so
There we
much
go.
for everything. It has been such an honor and a pleasure having you on today. Until next time, we look forward to more to see you. Go get that EGOT so we can have you on and tell us about it. We want to. Matter of fact, can we get a verbal commitment that you come to us second?
So what? Which one?
And when you get your EGOT, we want you to come to us second. We want us to be your second official interview. Because you know you got to do something.
Exactly.
You know you have to do something big first, but let's come to us next so you can tell us about it. Uh-oh. Well, guys, it has been such an honor to have Septimius the Great. Look like we're having some technical difficulties right now. But guys, thank you for tuning in for another episode of Overtime TV Entrepreneur Spotlight. Eudaimonia TV. It's the Drip Headmaster himself, Drip Van Gogh. And if no one told you they love you today, know that God loves you and so do I. Make it a great day and not drippity, drippity.
Thank you for choosing Princess. What can I get for you?
Now, I know you know that Princess is a drive-through service.
Hello?
Pickup service.
Oh my God.
Thank you. And dine-in service. But did you know that they host events? Now that's a jackpot.
Jackpot!
Reneging is not allowed.
Gang, chicken and waffles on y'all.
You can even come through for a good word, too.
Am I helping somebody today?
Glory. So pull up to Princess, where the experience is always royal.
You have the white picket fence, palm trees slinging in the air, and clouds that are so close to the earth you can almost touch them. They just sit up there living their best life, bro. Clouds got the best job.
You ever think the clouds get depressed living their best life?
Of course. How else would you explain the rain?